guys, in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to recreate this look, which is basically sunset eyes, and I really hope you enjoy it. And basically there were two options I put on Instagram for my fellow subscribers, and I put up purple eye or sunset eyes and I got these results, if you can see that. So I got purple halo eye 40%, sunset eyes 60%. So you all guys obviously wanted to see a sunset eye, and I've done that for you today, and let's just get straight into the video. So to start off today's sunset eye look, we are obviously going to start off with the brows. So going in with my Spoolie and Eyelure brow powder palette thing in medium brown. I am just going to fill them in, mostly from the middle to the end and just a little bit in the front. Not as heavy as I do when my eyebrows are fading out of colour. A little tip for the eyebrows: if you fill out the very bottoms by here, it looks way more full and bushy. In my eyes it does anyway. I guess it's just on certain eyebrows. If you don't have that much hair, you can't really do it, but with good amount of hair on your eyebrows, just fill in right here, it does make it look way more bushy, and just really lightly fill it in at the top just to give it that like natural fade effect, so like these are your natural eyebrows and you haven't touched them sort of look. So after that we are going to head in with our MUA Pro Base Moisturizing Primer, which has vitamins A and E in and tree oil, which are all really natural products, so meaning it's really good for your skin. I recommend this because it makes your skin really sticky as a base for your foundation and concealer, powders, etc. So meaning it will like stay on throughout the day. It might not last the entire day, everyone has to top up their makeup, but so it doesn't look all, I don't know, dry and clumpy and blotchy, just so it keeps all the makeup intact sort of thing. So because that's like soaking, I usually get a beauty blender just to dab on top of it, just to set it a little. Now going in with my all-time favourite concealer, which is the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, which is a drugstore concealer and it only costs £5. And my concealer brush. This isn't new, I've had this for a while, it always hid amongst my makeup brushes so I never saw it, but this is way better than the one I used before. So I'm just going to get a bit of that on my concealer brush and begin to define under my eyebrows. After that we are going to apply the concealer to our base, to then spread out with the concealer brush and blend in with the beauty blender. So taking this again, just spreading it along the eyes just to cover up all those nasty veins and discoloration of the skin. I envy the people who have no veins and no discoloration to their skin on their eyelids. Like, mine come through so much, and I think that's mostly due to my paleness. It's awful. So after that I'm taking my damp baby beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that all in until it's all set and mattified. So if we just compare, this one's much more matte and set, and this one has all these cake lines coming down, so always blend it in with a beauty blender because it picks up the excess foundation and concealer too, so you don't look too overdone and cakey. So after that we're going to set our eyes with our e.l.f. Sheer setting powder with just a regular fluffy brush, which I can't remember the name of. I think it's just a sour powder setting brush. It's in my one of my previous videos of first impressions, so if you want to go see that, it's in there. So I'm just going to take a little bit in the lid, tap a bit on my brush, not too much because it's just my eyes. Now we're going to do liner. I'm thinking a dramatic wing today, not really sure, but I'm going to take my usual liner, which is the Maybelline New York Master Precise Liquid Eyeliner, and I love this because of the pointed tip. It is very easy to control, so I definitely recommend buying this, and I've just got it in the shade Black/Noir. So there you go. Edge, so it's more sharp and like it can cut you. So I'm gonna take a face wipe, and when I get to when I cut the edges of liner and stuff, I usually just grab a really pointy nail. I have a few, and I just like to stick it in and wrap it around it, and that then causes this point, which is super easy then to make that super sharp line. So now it's time for the fun part, which is the eyeshadow, which is everybody's favourite part. You can just go crazy with the colours, and there's so many colours to pick from if you have a lot of palettes. Like right now I have a bronze palette, I have a crazy palette full of different colours and shades. So we are doing the Sunset Eyes, and it's actually a really fun look to do because you can just go really out there with the amount of pigment you use and the amount of product you use on the brush. So I'm going to grab my 3 favourite brushes. I have my slanted brush for my eye contour. I have a blending brush from Eco Tools, and I have this brush which came with one of my palettes. I think it was the Revolution Fortune Favours the Brave palette, and I'm going to use probably just this flat one by here. Going in with my Kylie Jenner the Peach palette first. Some of the names I will not know as it's scratched up on the back, but I'll say the colour shade's pretty perfect for you guys, so you know what to use if you don't own this palette. So opening it up, as you can see, it comes with a variety of colours, all pretty much summer based, with the purples, peaches, pinks, some brown colours, some shimmers. And I adore this palette because it comes with a big mirror too, which, you know, you don't really show on the camera. So yeah, the first colour we're going to go in with is this colour right here, which is Sorbet, and it's basically a really light orange nude colour, and we're going to blend that into our crease with a blending brush. So this Sunset Eyes were like a craze, and I've recently got into them because I decided, oh, let's just try it out. So, and it looked really pretty with the way I did it. Everyone does Sunset Eyes differently, and I really hope you guys enjoy how I do it, and I hope you try it out for yourselves. So just blending that in so it's all blended out, no sharp edges. After that shade is all blended out, we are then going to go in with this peach shade right here, which is called Peachy, and it's just basically a really pigmented peachy colour. It's just a really pigmented peach colour, and we're just going to put that in our crease as well, but we're going to use the slanted brush and we're going to use the point for more control. It's going to go all into our crease. We're going to use a lot as well because why not? And this is so pigmented. This is my favourite colour from the palette. As you can see, I got a lot on my brush, and we're gonna blend that in right now. Gorgeous. Looks so good. So just try and get a really pigmented, like, dark peach colour. Some peaches are like really light. Get a really dark peach. So we're gonna add quite a bit of this. So that goes there. We're gonna do the other eye. You want to make sure when you use a really pigmented colour like this one, you want to make sure you have the same amount of product on each eye. So after that then, we're going to take our blending brush and just blend out the edges a little, not too much, but just a little bit so it just looks less harsh. Just blend out really softly. So after that, we're going to take this pink colour. It's not super pink and it's not super pigmented. It's kind of similar to the peach colour actually. So if we just swatch that next to the peach, see, it just looks like that. Not super pigmented, but it works. And we're going to put that onto the edge of our crease going out to the outer corner. And once again, we're going to use the tip of this brush. Swear I need like soundproof walls when I do videos because I never have good luck when it comes to it being pretty quiet. By the way, this isn't looking pink, this is looking really like Malibu sunset sort of theme. This is just intensifying our sunset we want to do. Blend that out. We didn't add much of this because we don't want it to come off too pink. Next we're going to go in with a single eyeshadow which is from Kiko and it's high pigment. Yes, it's high pigment girl, and it's in the shade 20 and it's basically a orange colour like that. So if I just swatch off you guys, it is super pigmented, this colour. So it doesn't come off pigmented off my hand though. That's the orange tone that we're going to use now. And to apply this, we're going to use the small brush from Revolution and we're going to use the fluffy side. Damn. One swipe and look how much came off. See, that's how pigmented the Kiko eyeshadows are. They're not powdery though. I'm going to put it right under all the colours we've done. Don't be scared guys of looking pigmented on your eyes. I mean, that's what eyeshadows are for. It's just be out there when it comes to makeup. Don't be so behind closed doors with it. Express yourself when it comes to your makeup, and that's what I think I do. And that's what I want to do on this channel, is just express myself with makeup and the way I feel about it all, etc. And yeah, so we're going to take a slanted brush and we're just going to blend that in so softly and not much at all, because we don't want to blend out too much because then we'll lose the orange amongst the peach colours. After that, we're going to go into the Kylie Jenner, the bronze palette, and we're going to take the shade Quartz, which I just love because it's just so pretty, and it's just like a really light brown with the tiniest bit of shimmer in. Just putting that there. So it's not that pigmented, but when you put it in your eyes, it's really like shimmery. So we're just going to apply that in the usual area, and this is just to apply that little extra shimmer to the look. Just going to go right here, see, it's like a little highlight. It is definitely like acts like a highlight. But then on top of that, we're going to put Seashell from the Peach palette, which is similar, but it has a little bit more of a deep tone to it. So star, super pretty to me, I love it. Now we're going to go in with another really pigmented single eyeshadow from Kiko, and it's a yellow shade, and it's high pigment again in the shade 19, and it looks like that, and it's super yellow and I love it. Some people can't work with yellow on their eyes because it is a difficult colour to not particularly blend out, but to go with other colours. But with sunset eyes, yellow is the way to go, and with all these colours it looks so good and it completes the look. So we're going to apply this with a flat brush, and it's just going to go all over that little gap we got in between all the makeup on our base. And if you want extra pigment, instead of rubbing, you can then just tap it on. Okay, so that's basically the sunset eyes done. Now we're just going to do under our brow bone just to bring the whole look together. So we're going to go back in with the bronze palette, and we're going to take the shade, is that it? Yeah, the shade Jasper, and it's basically a really pigmented white, which is perfect for under the brow bone. We're going to take our MUA Pro Base Moisturizing Primer again and just put that all over our face for a sticky base for our go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 100. Give it a little shake. Put down my beauty blender. And we are just going to beat our face. So move our hair first. We're going to beat our face. Loads of people have said to me since these videos that this is just like, wow, that is your perfect shade. And it's like, I know, I've never had that in my life, and it is my perfect shade. I mean, look, every face is different to the neck, everyone has it. Look at that though, that is just such a perfect match. Blend out a bit more so it doesn't look so wet. It's matte, so you have to blend it out pretty quickly. I think I'm running out. I need to start this new job now because I need to buy a foundation. Doing this video, Ellie ran out of foundation. That is not good on any. Time for the concealer, which we used earlier. I'm just going to put in the concealer places, which is the chin, bridge of my nose, sides of my nose as I get red, under the eyes, and middle of the forehead. After that, we're going to set our face again with the e.l.f. setting powder. So just going to tip a bit of that into the lid. I'm going to ignore under my eyes though. Mostly focus everywhere else on the face except under the eyes. I like to focus mostly on my chin and nose. Now with this setting powder you don't have to dust it off because at the start we did it and we didn't bake it. So I'm just gonna drag all that down. So we are going to actually grab a baby beauty blender and we are going to do our nose because as you guys know I like to contour my nose and this is a new thing I've been doing. I've just been baking my nose. So I'm going to take a bit of that. And then just dragging it out. My mum saw me do this the other day in my room and she looked proper confused because she walked in and I was just covered in this white stuff on my nose. She just looked proper confused. I was like, what are you doing, Ellie? So that's just gonna bake for a while. So now we're gonna go in with our e.l.f. under eye sheer setting powder and once again we're gonna just set this with our baby beauty blender all under our eyes. If you need more, just flip it upside down and do it like that. So we got quite a bit there and we're just gonna set it all under our eyes for it to bake. All up here under our wing and everything we're going to do it. Time whilst that's cooking, we are going to bronze our face using my MUA Bronze Perfection Matte in Sunset Tan. I love this because it comes with so much product and I love just the packaging of all, the little circular packaging. I don't know why, I've never had that before. And I'm going to use my Revolution F105 brush to contour my face. Okay, so after that, the nose is pretty much set, so we're just going to put that away. Try not to touch the eye area where we just did it. And to be a bit more careful, just get a beauty blender with the bottom bit, which we don't use, and do that so we can get all at the crease. Here we go. So now we're going to contour our nose, which is one of my favourite parts, I mean, as you all know. So I'm going to take a little small blending brush like this.
Right, so wipe her down with this.
Do the tip. And then carefully do the sides. You don't want it too dark. You don't even want to really show in the contour. Mine doesn't really show. Gonna gently just blend that in, like downwards, to make it look super natural. And then we're just gonna do a little under our lip. And the reason I do it under my lip is to cause a shadow effect to make my lips look bigger. Okay, bronzer's done. Now we're going to take off the under eye setting powder. very carefully. I like to do it like this, so I'm not like taking off any bronzer on my nose. Makeup's looking fine. Now we're going to curl our lashes, ready for our eyeshadow under our bottom lashes. So the eyeshadow we're going to use for under our bottom lashes is going to be from the Kylie Peach palette again, and we're going to use a chocolate brown shade, which looks like that, and that's going to go all over our bottom. And I just think a brown under here looks really good with the look. Okay, and now we're going to go in with mascara. I used the 17 Backlash mascara. I know it's upsetting when you get mascara on your eyeshadow, but don't panic, you can take it off with a cotton bud. After that we're going to use some highlight, and because this is like a sunset look, we're going to actually use some warm colours. So we're going to go in with this warm shade right here and this yellow, which are both super pigmented and shiny. Whoop! Okay. Loving it, loving it. I've been doing my highlight differently these days. I am not going like this. I don't know why. It's because I saw a friend and her highlight like disappeared this way and it just looked really good. So I'm kind of copying her. So I'm going to take a little bit down the bridge of our nose with a tapping motion. Rub our lip, chin, down these areas. And we're going to do actually something really cool in the inner corners of our eyes, but we're going to do that at the very end. Going to set our brows with our MUA Brow Define Tinted Brow Mascara. So in the inner corners of our eyes, we're going to take some of this yellow, not too much, but just a little bit. And we're going to just cause like a spike, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. So that's that, and then we're going to go back into the glow kit and we're going to take this yellow. Finally, we're going to take all that nasty, crusty foundation off our lips and apply some lipstick. So to finish off the look, we obviously got to do a lip. So I'm going to go in, first of all, with my Kylie Jenner Malibu lip liner, just to line the lips. I look a bit crazy right now. And now we're going to go in with my go-to lipstick, which is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Abu Dhabi. Now we're just gonna wipe all away that excess mascara we got all over our eyelids with a cotton swab. Obviously we've got to wait till it's dry, which just pretty much is. It's just so weird how it doesn't take off any of the makeup though. So guys, that's today's video all done and dusted, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. And I hope you try it out for yourselves. If you do, post it in the comments below or just message it to me on Facebook or Instagram, which is in the DB below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe below if you haven't already, and comment below if you have any questions or queries or want to post your own look of the sunset eyes we've done today. And I post every Thursday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!